many a day and many an hour out in the natural, out in nature. So they're well acquainted with it and feeling right at home here. Before I continue, I do want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank the VFW Post 233 for presenting our colors. And if you will all stand for the presenting of the colors.
Color guard, hit and cook. Present colors.
If you would join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If I could have you, Mary Lou, if you would turn in your program to the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, the gun will not be going off. And let's sing together the Star Spangled Banner. Here we go. Ready? Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order. One. Three. Rest.
You may have a seat. Eric, if you could come forward. You know, we have a wonderful resident named Dick Bentley, and he is the club captain of the Roll of Honor for our veterans here at Four Seasons Beaumont. And he wrote a wonderful article about Veterans Day, and we thought we'd read that today because we loved it. We thought he did a good job on it. And Eric is going to read that for us. It's right here.
Veterans Day 2014. Pride. It's something every veteran feels when thinking about their military service. It's also felt by those families who have lost family members who served their country in wartime or in peace. We need to step back for a moment from our everyday lives to consider what veterans have done to allow us the freedoms we have today. The military has been the bulwark for our nation since its founding and continues to be so today. The strength of this group is only possible through the service of men and women who step forward to be a part of this giant and varied web of protection around our nation. Think for a moment why millions and millions of people from around the world want to come to America. True, it's an issue that has great social and political implications which may be burdensome, but there's a big reason why all these people want to come to our country. It's the freedom to pursue hopes and dreams for a better future for themselves and their children, to achieve great things that are simply closed to them in other nations. Those of us who have traveled to other countries around the world see this firsthand and know there's no better place to live than here in America. While we do have many great institutions of learning, a vibrant economy, a solid financial system, and medical care and services second to none, it is the military that has always been the one institution that has kept us safe, provided a deterrent against would-be enemies, and given citizens the freedom and security to live their lives and achieve their dreams. We too easily take for granted these freedoms that others yearn for. So today, we take the time to thank our veterans on Veterans Day for their service to our nation. Thank you.
And now I'm going to read a requested poem, and it's called Just a Simple Soldier. He was getting old and paunchy, and his hair was falling fast. And he sat down around the Legion telling stories of the past, of a war that he had fought in and the deeds that he had done. In his exploits with his buddies, they were heroes, every one. And though sometimes to his neighbors his tales became a joke, all his buddies listened, for they knew whereof he spoke. But we'll hear his tales no longer, for old Bob has passed away, and the world's a little poorer, for a soldier died today. He won't be mourned by many, just his children and his wife, for he lived an ordinary, very quiet sort of life. He held a job and raised a family, quietly going on his way, and the world won't note his passing, though a soldier died today. When politicians leave this earth, their bodies lie in state, while thousands note their passing and proclaim that they were great. Papers tell of their life stories from the time that they were young, but the passing of a soldier goes unnoticed and unsung. Is the greatest contribution to the welfare of our land some jerk who breaks his promise and cons his fellow man, or the ordinary fellow who in times of war and strife goes off to serve his country and offers up his life? The politician's stipend and the style in which he lives are sometimes disappropriate to the service which he gives, while the ordinary soldier who offered up his all is paid off with a medal and perhaps a pension small. It's so easy to forget them, for it is so long ago that our Bob and Jims and Johnnies went to battle, but we know it's not the politicians with their compromised employees who won for us the freedom that our country now enjoys. Should you find yourself in danger with your enemies at hand, would you really want some cop-out with his ever-waffling hand? Or would you want a soldier who has sworn to defend his home, his kin, and country, and would fight until the end? He was just a common soldier, and his ranks are growing thin. But his presence should remind us we may need his likes again. For when countries are in conflict, then we find the soldier's part is to clean up all the troubles that the politicians start. If we cannot do him honor while he's here to hear the praise, then at least let's give him homage at the ending of his days. Perhaps just a simple headline in the paper that might say, "Our country is in mourning for a soldier died today."
There are a few things I hold sacred and have strong beliefs in. My family, my country, the oaths I took in both the military and law enforcement.
Louder, Frank.
Okay, sorry. There are a few things I hold sacred and have strong belief in. My family, my country, the oaths I took in both the military and law enforcement, my fellow service veterans, especially those who gave their very lives. So it is with that I would like to share with you the following. It is the soldier. De oppresso liberation. The oppressed we will liberate. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who has given us the right to demonstrate. It is the soldier, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the soldier, not the pastor, who has given us the right to worship. It is the soldier, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. It is the soldier who salutes the flag, serves under the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag, who gives the protester the right to burn the flag. Thank you.
We now are going to place a wreath in honor of our military and those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Yeah, hold that for me, Whitty. Thanks. And if you could get your programs out, to sing My Country 'Tis of Thee. Mary Lou, come on up, girl. Ready? Begin. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. And where my fathers died, and of the pilgrims pride, from every mountain side, let freedom ring. My native country, the land of the noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocks and rills, thy woods and temple hills. My heart with rapture thrills like that above. Let music swell the breeze and ring from all the trees sweet freedom's song. Let mortal tongues awake, let all that grief partake, let rocks their silence break, the sound prolong. Our fathers, God, to thee, author of liberty, to thee we sing. Oh, may our land be bright with freedom's holy light. Protect us by thy might, great God our King. Now I want to introduce Dave Charba, who's going to sing a little song for us. God bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I've searched for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, there's pride in this American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American. USA. And I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
And Mary Lou, come on up here, Mary Lou. And we're going to sing God Bless America in your program. Ready? God bless America, proud that I love. Stand beside her, I guide her through the night with light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. I want you to go and give a big hug to your favorite veteran and meet us down at the lodge for some refreshments and some displays. And I thank you all for coming and thank you all for your service. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you all.